I'm Greta from Scandinavian. Today I'm going to show you how I make the very traditional Danish biscuit called Kammerjunker. It is a very small, twice baked biscuit. And today I decided to use half regular flour and half spelt flour. I just happened to have some spelt flour in the house, so I thought, okay, let's do half and half. But you can just as well use all regular flour, that'll be fine. And this Kammerjunker is traditionally used when we eat Koldskål, which is a summer dessert made with buttermilk. So here we go, let's start it. For my traditional Danish biscuit called Kammerjunker, I'm going to use 1½ cup of spelt, 1½ cup of flour, 2/3 cup of brown sugar, 8 tablespoons of butter. I'm using 1/3 cup of milk, 1 egg, half a teaspoon of cardamom, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and that should be it. So let's start mixing it all up. Actually, if you want to have lemon peel in there, you can do that as well, but I'm not doing it today. And I'm going to use my mixer. So here we have the spelt going in. Here comes the flour. Then I'm adding the brown sugar. I'm adding the baking powder. And here comes the cardamom. So let's mix this up first of all. And I'm adding the butter, and then I'm going to let the mixer mix it up. Alright. Have a mixer, you can also do it by hand, cut in the butter and mix it up by hand. That works well too. And here's my 1/3 cup of milk. I'm mixing it with 1 large egg. Oops, sorry, splattered a little bit there. Wasn't necessary. But anyway, and here we are adding vanilla extract to that. Mix it up again, and then I'm adding it to the flour mixture. So here is a mixture of the milk and egg and vanilla going in, and I mix it up. And then I'm actually going to mix it by hand as well, and then I'll wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for about an hour before I continue. Just make sure it all stays together. So I work it by hand so it all stays together, and like I said earlier, I'm going to wrap it in plastic and leave it in the refrigerator for at least an hour before I continue. And it is ready to go in the refrigerator. Then I'll be back. So I took the dough out of the refrigerator. It's nice and cold. I'm dividing it into 3 pieces. And now I'm rolling it to be a long roll, and then I can rolling. And here I have a nice long roll, and I'm going to make some small balls out of this. Roll it by hand, stick it on the baking sheet, and I have already parchment paper on here, and actually you should also spray the parchment paper. So here I just keep making my little rolls. And I cut it to about 1 inch long. Okay, it's pretty easy to do. And then I'm going to bake them. And here we have the first sheet all ready to go in the oven. And the oven has been set at 345, and I will bake it for about 10 minutes. And here you see the oven, and I'll be back. And I just took them out of the oven. They have been baking for about 10 minutes. I'm going to slice them. And while I'm slicing them, I'm putting the second batch in the oven, and I'll bake those for 10 minutes before I can slice those. Now they are hot, so you might want to let them cool down a little bit before you slice them. It's up to you. And then I turn the side that I sliced down. And you need a serrated knife for that. So here we go. Just slice them all, okay? And eventually, when I've sliced them all, they'll go back in the oven and bake for another 20 minutes at a lower heat. So all of them have been sliced and they go back in the oven. The oven has been set at 200 degrees and I will bake them for approximately 4 to 5 minutes. I want to make sure they're all dry. So here we go. So I cut the Kammerjunkers in half and put them in the oven to get them dry. And this is the way it looks now when it's dry, okay? Here we have all the finished Kammerjunker. And I put them in a jar and they will keep for a long time. They're all dried up. And here I have a jar with a lot of Kammerjunker. They will keep for a long time as long as you keep it closed, okay? Because they're all dry. And of course now we're going to taste it. So here we go. Very nice. It definitely brings back memories because in my childhood we always had Koldskål with Kammerjunker. And I still like it. So, and hopefully you will also enjoy it, and please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your watching. Skål!